Up and down match. We're like as cool as yeah, welcome to the up and down matches. I am Wolf. With me is Unstable. Get excited, guys. We've got 10 awesome games coming at you today. And that's 10, like, it's not like, oh, well, it might be 10. No, it's actually just 10 games. Everyone plays against everyone else. We've got 5 players. So keep that in mind. We're on the Mokdong Domki Studio. That's like a cool new logo down there I just saw. Also, one thing I wanted to mention to you guys before I forget. Someone's probably gonna like change all the logos and stuff. Like keep thinking of new things gonna pop up because I can't actually see your screen very well. The jokes aside, you can watch on your iPad or iPhone now GOM TV live. So go to gomtv.net, just the actual regular website. You can watch live on your iPod now or iPad. In which case, like a headset problem, trying to fix that.
Yeah, I can hear like a massive static.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but anyway, hopefully you guys can't hear that. So first up, we've got MarineKing versus FruitDealer. Only 2 of these guys will advance and will be based on their results today.
Yep.
So a lot of different games going on. In fact, 10 of them.
Yes.
A lot of TBTs. In fact, like
6 TBTs.
6
I think
of
I
them,
counted.
like looking at the screen over here.
I hope you like TBT today.
Yeah, I hope you do. If you don't, well, you should probably just go get some popcorn and try to sit through it.
There we go.
So here's the match format. You've got 7 Code A round, like people who made it to the round of 8, and then you've got 8 people from the Code S 4th place from the group stages earlier.
Yeah.
So there's 3 groups of 5. Each group plays the full league tournament. That means they play against each other. First and second place players of each group go to Code S. Everyone else goes to Code A.
Yep.
So a lot fewer Code.
Not as many people advancing as
Yeah.
a lot of people expected, but still, I think it just makes the games more exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes everything so much more intense. I can't stress to you guys enough. I mean, before I came here out to cast Korea, it was like my dream to cast the up and down matches because they're so awesome. They're so scary. And here are the groups. We've got MarineKing, FruitDealer, Ryung, Dream, and Happy. And of course, in Group B, we have AnyPro, SC, Tassadar, ASD, and MVP. And in Group C, we've got Alive, Inca, Keen, Lenok, and Bonbons. So some great matches lined up for each and every one of these days, as you can see today, tomorrow, and Thursday.
Yeah, lots of stacked groups. You don't want to be in either one of these. You really wanted to be safe in that Code S, that round of 16 spot.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, these groups aren't as intense as some of the other groups we've had. The first group here, though, is pretty awesome. And look at this guy. It's the MarineKing. His results are pretty awesome, but you can see his most recent ones as he, of course, got knocked out in the round of 32.
No one expected that.
Yeah, no one expected that. He lost to Lucira and also Slayer's Alicia. His overall win rate is 60.5%. That's pretty impressive. This guy is known by many as a Silver Medal King because he hasn't won a final yet, but has made it to several. Now, this guy is the FruitDealer. Might get some stats to him soon. You might not. But you guys know this guy was the first Opens GSL season champion.
Yep.
And since hasn't performed as well, it's kind of arguable, but even so, he's still a top player. Lost to Startail Virus and OGS Top in his Code S round of 32 group. And look at this guy. This is Ryung on the team Slayers. Great team. So he actually got into this via wild card, beating Lovesick. He lost in the round of 16 to Tassadar, and of course beat Gumio in the round of 32 in Code A, and then lost to Tassadar after that. So that in the wrong order. But this guy is MVP Dream. He actually knocked out FXO Moonin from the Code A qualifiers and made it to the round of 8, so he's here in the up and down matchup. Lost to Lenok after defeating Lovesick, and I Am Ready. He's got a 66.7 win rate with those 3, like 2 wins and 1 loss there. It's not exactly accurate, but
that's right.
So yeah, he's a top player. All of these guys are really good players. And look at this guy. Last but not least, I Am Happy. Strong Terran from the team. Incredible Miracle. Lost 3-0 to Puzzle in the round of 4. That's, you know, Puzzle's been streaming on Team Liquid. You guys know a lot more about this guy now probably than you did before. He's a really, really top pro also. No shame in losing to Puzzle. He won Code A.
Yeah, like, he came out of nowhere. Well, to a lot of the viewers anyway, but we've all known about him for quite a while. over here in Korea, and we expected him to do really well, and he just came through and crushed everyone. So, that's how it happens.
Yeah, that's how it happens, man. So, guys, if you haven't yet, you might want to order a pizza. I know it's really early for some of you guys in the morning, so you might not be able to do that. Maybe
find something.
Go to the convenience store, get something to eat, pull something out of your freezer.
Yeah.
Get something, because it's going to be a long night. I know you guys are like up in the U.S. at 6 a.m., and you're, well, I guess it's 5 a.m. in the East Coast. There's no 6 a.m. time zones, like you're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. You're on a boat and you're watching the GSL. Get something ready because it's going to be a long night. It's going to be awesome, though.
Yep, absolutely. So, who are we starting off with?
We're starting off with the MarineKing versus the Fruit Dealer. There they are now. Fruit Dealer changed his hair again. I'm like the pro gamer hair expert.
Yep.
Dyed it orange. He's got it back out to its straightened style. It's not the curly one. And he was more successful when his hair was straight, actually, than when it was kind of in the curly one. So maybe this will mean something. He's also on a brand new team, Startail. He left TSL and moved teams.
Second time he swapped teams. This year, actually, moving from, of course, OGS into team. So it's very interesting.
Look at that little history down there. They played each other in the Open Season 2 and MarineKing 2-0'd. Of course, that was the season that MarineKing was playing under the name Boxer and was able to make it all the way to the finals, losing to Nesty just barely in the ace match.
No shame to lose these games.
Oh, absolutely not.
Did you see those games in the semifinal? Huh?
Yeah. And Nesty, of course, currently in our Code S finals. You'll be seeing him pretty soon. In fact, in just a few days. This weekend. So, not entirely sure what our first map is, but we're about to find out.
Yep.
In fact, it is going to be Zelnaga Caverns. And we're going to jump right into that game right now. Who's going to take this first one? Will it be MarineKing or will it be Fruit Dealer? Let's find out here at the Up and Down matches. All right, down here at the bottom left, a member of the team Prime. He is known as the King of Marines, otherwise pronounced as
MarineKing Prime win.
Over here at the top right, formerly of the team TSL, currently of the team Startail, he is
FruitDealer.
Also a former champion of the GSL, first open season.
Has been a while since he's been able to claim something, so let's see if he can bring it back this time.
I like that. That's pretty awesome. That guy comes to the studio a lot. He's a cool guy, man.
You do get a lot of your regulars down here at the studio, which is great.
Yeah.
You guys should become one of them.
By the way, thanks to our sponsors at G-Skill, Pepsi, and Ola eBook, sponsoring this great tournament. Without them, none of this would be possible. Also, thanks Pepsi for the free drinks. I've been enjoying them. Come down to the studio, get a Pepsi. They're widely available. They're actually widely available throughout the entire world.
Yep.
Pretty good drink. If you've never tried it, I don't know if something's wrong with you, but maybe you might want to get that checked out. Actually, instead, you should just go try a Pepsi.
Well, some people don't like soft drinks. But that's all right. We'll forgive them this one time.
Yeah, just this once.
Yeah.
So, right off the bat, we can see that this drone's going to do a little bit of harassment. It is a hatch first from Fruit Dealer, and in fact, this SCV is getting a little bit low. Does just barely finish that barracks, gets away. Does see the gas with the drone. It's very telling. This SCV is still very low on hit points. Just to be either careful or lucky.
Yeah.
In this case, lucky.
Oh.
And
Nope.
then, of course, afterwards, a bit unlucky.
Yeah.
And this drone will, of course, be killed unless he decides to take the gas.
You don't see people taking the gas as often anymore.
Yeah, that's true. It's something we discussed actually this morning, is you just don't see that as much, but I like that people are doing it again. I mean, I see it on the ladder, but when you watch the GSL, you just don't see it all that often.
Yeah.
And
Well, it comes down to a lot of the times the Marine's already out by the time, because you got the big maps like you got Tal'Darim,
That's actually very true.
So even if you sent like a really early scout, sometimes it doesn't even make it in time anyway. But of course, we do see that factory going down.
Oh, one thing to note, a little trivia for you guys now, the new ladder maps are coming out. In fact, in NA, they might already be out by this time. This Zelnaga Caverns is actually the only 1v1 map left in the pool. All other maps are 4-player maps.
Interesting.
When I say 1v1, I mean 2-player. all the ladder maps are 1v1 maps. It's like Wolf told me when I logged into ladder I was going to play 2v2 even though I selected 1v1. So this extractor has actually been able to stay in that base for quite some time. I'd like to see what he's actually seen. Something that you guys don't know is I don't have a preview screen today, at least not in this very moment, so I can't check that myself. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that he has seen the command center at the very least. I don't think he's seen the reactor, but he can expect the reactor. It's pretty common. And a spine crawler going up already just automatically by FruitDealer just to make sure he's kind of prepared for this.
Yeah. We'll probably see a second one go down on the left-hand side of his hatchery as well. And then he's pretty much safe against anything that's going to come through there. It's interesting because a lot of Zergs were having trouble with his Hellions on this map and a lot of more wide open maps, and yet it shifted recently to they know exactly how to deal with it. So Terrans are like, well, I need to find some other way to pressure them.
Exactly.
Because it just doesn't work anymore. Because they do exactly this.
Yes, and the drones have fled. And these Zerglings aren't going to do a whole lot. They're just going to buy a little bit of time. Second orbital is being morphed here from MarineKing. He's added 2 additional barracks. He only made those first 2 Hellions. He's already forced FruitDealer to pull his drones away. He also made 2 spine crawlers. It's kind of, in a sense, 2 lost drones in itself. And so these 2 Hellions have done a great amount of damage, even damaging this queen, keeping it away, forcing
Coming in from the south, though, with these Lings, they do have speed. No way he's going to be able to get us around on these Hellions anytime soon, though. He needs to back off. Doesn't want to lose anything that he doesn't have to right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just like this style that MarineKing is showing us. Just pull the 2 Hellions out, do some damage. FruitDealer doesn't know exactly what's going on. He didn't see my reactor. I'm just going to send these 2 Hellions in, and then just going to go ahead and switch right into bio. And there it is. FruitDealer knows now, oh, he's just immediately switched into Tank Marine.
Yeah. Well, we saw Nada do that in the GSTL as well.
Yeah.
Just like move out to the middle of the map, and then come back. Middle of the map, come back. And it was really difficult for the player he was facing. I can't remember off the top of my head. That's right. And, oh, we might get these Hellions here, though.
Yeah, he's surrounded these Hellions. The Zerglings are trying their best.
There we go.
Oh, man, that was, I almost say lucky. It was kind of a miscontrol by MarineKing. If he had kept them just a little bit safer, he could have killed so many Lings there.
Yeah, it's just always the danger going behind mineral lines. That will happen more often than not, unfortunately.
That's the best place to put a forward pylon if you're going to forward gate, by the way. If you're playing PvZ. Those Lings will never kill your pylon, I promise. So, Lair is done. The Spire is on the way for FruitDealer. And that Spine Core is going to work on those rocks. I'm kind of curious to see what FruitDealer's plan is going to be here. We haven't seen him play as much recently as we used to, because he used to always kind of be in the top. He didn't get knocked out early. And it seems that recently he's lost early in Code S several times, so we haven't seen him play as many games. So I'm kind of just curious to see how he's going to play against the MarineKing here. I mean, I would say currently MarineKing is definitely favored to win this, although...
Oh!
Yeah, that was a bit of a...
What are you doing?
According to the betting sites on GomTV.com, the Korean version of GomTV.net, it was like dead even at 50.0% for these guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah, that's absolutely... I mean, it's the only one out of all 10 matches today that were at 50% like that.
Except FruitDealer might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, he might not be able to hold this, actually.
He doesn't have his Baneling nest up yet.
Yeah, and there's a ton of Marines. The tanks have siege mode. You can just shell those spines.
Yeah. I don't
think FruitDealer can actually stop this, although MarineKing does have his Marines in kind of an odd position. He just has too many of them, though.
Yeah, the Queen moving a little bit too far forward. There's also some Marines on the high ground and the low ground now, going to work on those Overlords that are unfortunately positioned, and we see...
MarineKing pausing.
Oh.
Probably some sort of a little error.
Yeah.
So, fear not, viewers.
Yeah.
This just means that your GSL marathon tonight is going to last a little bit longer.
And this is just the non-TVT match.
Yeah, this is the quick one.
Yeah.
Speaking of quick ones, this game might actually be ending pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's like MarineKing's like attack moving into FruitDealer's base. He's like teasing him. He's like, actually, I'm just gonna pause. FruitDealer's trying to micro his life off. He's like, oh, I don't know what I can actually do. I might have to GG, and then he's like about to type GG, and MarineKing's like, oh, hold on.
I haven't been able to use my mouse for like 5 minutes.
He's like, I can't really hear anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean.
We'll figure out what's going on in a minute.
It might be even a bigger issue. His mouse might have actually just completely stopped working, and then FruitDealer might have this crazy avenue to come back. So, I mean, jokes aside, it's going to be very difficult for FruitDealer to recover from all those Marines being inside his base. There's siege tanks there as well.
Well, yeah, it just comes down to the Banelings. He doesn't have any Banelings.
Yeah, when you see a push like this coming, you have to have Baneling Nest, and he just didn't.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's really it. Even if he had a Baneling Nest, the timing was really nice by MarineKing. He had those tanks there. Siege mode had just finished.
Well, FruitDealer went for that really early Spire.
Yeah.
So he spent a lot of gas on that.
I'm kind of curious to see if MarineKing actually was able to scan that. Because if he did, I love his choice. Like, I'm just going to go. You have a Spire. You can't hold this.
Yeah. Because I believe he has Stim as well.
Yeah. I think, or at least it was possibly starting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so another thing, guys, just give you a heads up is you know how I have the screen where I control everything, and then he has just the actual screen that you guys see. Today, at least right now, mine isn't working, so
we have no idea.
So like I can't check the production tab and stuff like that for you guys. So just bear with us. We're getting it fixed. It'll be good by the end of the cast. I guarantee. There's plenty of time. So
yeah, it's gonna be a long night, Wolf.
I know.
Long night.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So I actually just want to jump back into the game, and I can't. It's not even on my screen. I don't even know if they're on pause or not, like usual.
Oh,
it's just
yeah,
all
true.
this unknown variables. Like, did he see the Spire? I don't know. It actually makes it a little bit more exciting for me. I'm kind of not in the know.
Well, a lot of people were saying that. I remember, like, some people were frustrated because we're a little bit spoiled as we know exactly what's going on. And some people like the suspense of going, oh my god, he's about to die, but they don't see, like, the 8 Ultralisks in production or something like that.
MarineKing has actually decided to change his keyboard. I'm guessing he had some sort of issue with that. So he's actually getting a warning from the referee for doing this. So he's been issued a warning. Now, I know MarineKing actually normally uses a QSEN DT35. I can't imagine why he would change his keyboard because that keyboard is so awesome. There are also some awesome Razer keyboards. I actually use a Black Widow Ultimate now, but I used to use a QSEN DT35. If you're okay with not using a mechanical keyboard, I definitely recommend the QSEN DT35. It's a Samsung keyboard. Look it up. All pro gamers use it. There's like 2 pro gamers in the world that don't use it. I'm just kidding. A lot of pro gamers don't use it, but it's awesome. Definitely recommend checking it out.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in Korea, because you can get it for $6.
What other keyboard would he be using?
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, he might just be like, his keyboard might not have worked. He might be just like asking other pro gamers, like, he's like, MVP Dream, can I borrow your keyboard? He like comes over here and grabs my observer keyboard. He's like, I notice you're not really observing, on the right screen today. Can I just take that keyboard? He takes it from me.
It's a big thing to have happen to you. Unless he's just got a spare one in the exact same type.
Well, the other thing about his QSEN DT35 he's got there is it's checkered. Like, if he can't use his checkered one, that could affect his play.
Yeah. Well, some players use the peripheral vision on their keyboard. Some players just go by the feel.
Yeah.
It's a lot of different ways people can go about it.
Absolutely. Everyone has their own different styles of keyboard stuff.
Keyboard using. Like, it's the same. Some people use left-handed, right-handed, on an angle, on their lap sometimes.
All right. Well, our GOM TV local wizard is like trying to fix my computer, and we might be finding out if it works pretty shortly here. Like fixing it right now.
We'll take the opportunity, as we're still waiting.
Not quite fixed yet. Working on it. Sometimes these things take time.
Yeah. That's right. So, with this format, everyone plays everyone in a best of one. So, every single match really counts. Top 2, there's 5 in the group. Top 2 only go through. So you need to win at least 3 games.
Yeah.
So every win will get you there. You don't want to start off slow. Definitely don't want to start off slow here either. Because it's just more of a mental thing than anything else. Like if someone goes in there and goes, I have to win this match, like this one match, say you're 2-2 or something like that, it's such a harder game to actually play, even if
Yeah, you're just
nothing's
stressed
changed.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, some people get in the zone in those moments, but most people do not. Most
No.
people get really stressed and it affects their performance.
It's like some players here in Korea will be like, oh my god, I need to make the semifinals because then I get so much extra prize money.
Yeah,
I can share it with my team. I can do all this, that, yeah, etc. So definitely be interesting.
Yeah. Well, we're just trying to get the computer fixed. I'm sorry, I keep looking down at. There's actually like a wizard off screen that you guys can't see. He's like over here. If you guys can see him, it's like you guys have magical powers too. It's like the Emperor's new clothes. It's like only stupid people can't see him. You guys are all dumb. So we're gonna jump back into the game, guys. All right, so MarineKing, obviously, if you guys don't remember, has been crushing FruitDealer here with this little timing attack. FruitDealer went for a Spire. He's gonna catch some of these reinforcements though.
Still in range of the tank, so he's going to be completely safe about that. Having a look here, he still has a group of Marines up in the main.
Yeah, and FruitDealer is basically kind of being camped here. All of the units he makes are going to be destroyed instantly, essentially, by these Marines.
Yeah.
Spine cars are rerouting to protect the left side of that natural, but it's not really going to be that helpful.
I think that's 9 Mutalisks coming out as well.
Yeah, 9 Mutas are going to be on the way. Those are going to be helpful, but he's going to have to control those immediately, use the drones perfectly.
Yeah, here they go, coming in from the natural as well, trying to get us around on these Marines. But even if he cleans all these up, he's got so much reason.
Oh, absolutely. And these Mutas just can't really engage very well.
Yeah, like the tanks are in range of the natural hatchery
Yeah,
as
those
well.
tanks are actually like, I just heard the larva scream. It's like you can't even make any more units of larvas being shelled. MarineKing's got a lot of scan energy saved up as well. I wonder if he's got a celebration planned.
Oh, he does pick up one tank at the back though.
Yeah, this is really good control by FruitDealer. It's just so hard for him to recover from this situation, but he's going to do everything he can.
Yeah.
Wants to target down those siege tanks. That's one thing he can definitely at least attempt to get away with. Targets down a Marine. Doesn't lose any Mutas. Nice control there.
He's losing a lot of health on those Mutas though. We do see the spine crawlers coming through yet again. And oh, is he going to get all those Mutas? I think he is.
I think he is too. And the Broodlings come out.
Yeah.
But that's going to be it. The Mutas will fall. The Spine's going to work on those siege tanks.
Well, actually, the Muta, just barely falls.
And there's one Marine left killing the Overlord. Those drones and the Speedlings going to clean up. I mean, sure, yeah, FruitDealer didn't die, but look at that.
Yeah, he just lost too much. Losing that hatchery was just really the final blow here for FruitDealer.
Yeah, he's going to try to remake it. Starport's going up for MarineKing. His stim is actually just now finishing. He's got +1 weapons on the way. Even has turrets coming up just in case some Mutas come out of a magic box somewhere. And not a magic box over a Thor either. And it looks like these Marines are going to stim to run away. And the Zerglings are actually going to get into the main.
Well, the reinforcements.
He should, I mean, he's going to hold it for sure, but he is, you know, if his multitasking gets crazy and he plays like a noob, he might mess up, but MarineKing's not a noob.
You have Marines coming out there just cleaning up all the Mutas.
Yep. And
it's just too much.
Too many units here. The Spine not going to stay alive much longer. Nice transfuses, but
more transfuses. Goes down. Both Queens dropping pretty much instantly. That's like the 3rd time he's been forced to pull his drones as well.
Yeah, and look at that. The drones just being shelled as they try to come down the ramp.
Yeah.
Going for that siege tank. That's
not going to work.
So MarineKing is going to take the first game here. GG.
A good start from MarineKing.
A very solid start indeed. FruitDealer looks a little disappointed, but he also looks like, well, it's okay. I'm not out of this yet. There's that Codes medallion. 2 people are going to take that home in their pockets tonight. They might actually put it in their backpack, or they might just hold it close to their heart. Actually, last time I talked about my heart being here, everyone's like, Wolf actually thinks the heart's there? Like, he doesn't know anything about biology and anatomy? I was like, oh, well, okay, guys. I'm just, like, this is where your heart is when you hold things to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No, he's gonna put he's gonna eat the Codes medallion and like put it next to his heart. He's gonna actually have a heart attack. It's gonna stop his ability to like pump blood.
Yeah. So of course, given this format, we're gonna go into 2 brand new, not brand new players, but 2 new players for tonight.
Yep.
Let's have a look to who they are. Wolf. Who are they gonna be, Wolf?
I'm checking those out. It's Ryung versus Dream next up.
Ah, interesting.
Computer's still not quite fixed. But we do have the Gom Wizard on it. That's actually what I'm going to call him from now on. He's the Gom Wizard. I don't know what his real name is, but I know what his real name is now. It's the Gom Wizard. So he's on it. Sorry, guys. but it's because of the patch actually. So Ryung versus Dream. Dream, a pretty good Terran player. He's actually really known for his TVT being quite good.
Yeah.
And in fact, on the betting site for that, he was actually voted like 91% to win on the betting site. And there's like thousands of people that vote on that. So
Yeah.
Koreans really think that this guy is going to crush FaZe. But we'll see though. Ryung is really, really good. And TVT is one of his better matchups actually. So this is going to be a pretty good
all
TVT.
the players here are really good. So you can't really fault any of them on that. Going back to that last game, though, I can't help but feel that FruitDealer just got completely outclassed in every single way.
We just got totally blindsided by that attack for one. Alright, so here are our two new players. Ryung on the left, of course, on the Team Slayers. On the right, we have MVP's Dream. The map is going to be Zelnaga Fortress. So this map for TVT is a pretty solid map. Obviously, there's one Zelnaga Watchtower that's in the middle of the map. It doesn't really come into play, though, by the time that you have the tank line kind of situations going on in TVT.
I really want to see Fortress and Belshire and Jillside all being used so much more because they have very interesting maps. They have a lot of intricacies in them that just really shine once you get these players of this caliber on them. And I just like them better.
Yeah. Well, up and down matches to me are so exciting because this is like your SAT. It's like it decides your future. Are you going to stay in Code A or are you going to go to Code S?
Yep.